What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me, man. It's been a while, right? Right? I'm really excited to hang out with you guys today, man. Got a real good one, okay? Huge demand for this. I wasn't gonna do this for quite a while, actually. But there's it seems to be an overwhelming demand for somebody to put up a video, okay, on this atomizer, and it's the Plume Veil from Aether Tech, right? We're gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you all the bits and pieces. I've built this thing so many different ways. It's unbelievable. And we're gonna break this thing down. I'm gonna tell you the experiences I've had with it, all that good stuff, and we're also gonna build this thing. I think we're gonna do a 24 gauge center post build. Yeah, we'll do a center post style build. This thing's pretty slick, man. How it works. I purchased mine from Kidney Puncher. Okay. Great company, in my opinion. They're good people, man. I called them and asked them actually a few questions about this, and like I said, we're gonna get into that big time, man. We need to have a worldwide vaping tour on that peach Anko from Killer Liquid, man. That is like the juice I reach for to drip with. It is so good. Wow. Nonetheless, man, let's take it down low and let's just break this thing to pieces, man. Okay, and we're gonna totally talk about everything. It's gonna be fun. Sit back, relax, grab you a special vape, man. You know what? While I'm on this, I just thought of this. Special shout out to Chris and Jaden. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Let's take it down low. Get into this thing, man. Without further ado, here we go. Cool, man. Oh, out of the way. Okay, that seems to be, it could be close enough here. Let me go ahead and unthread this. Here it is, guys. Okay, we'll get nice up close and personal. Let's go ahead and start aesthetically. First thing you're gonna notice is this. Okay, gold plated everything. Okay, right there on the deck. Cool. This comes out. No, we're getting that in a minute. We'll get to the deck section. First of all, what you're going to see is the engraving here. Let's get it up close and personal, guys. Okay, Plume Veil. Okay, up top, kind of cursive letters. Aether Tech, Los Angeles, California, down here in the bottom. Now, the circle engraving. If you kind of notice, the engraving is the air slot there is just barely crooked in that logo. You see that? Yes, I'm nitpicking, I know. But really, you really have to look forward to notice. Also, the bottom engraving here is just slightly crooked, okay? If you're big on engravings, this might bother you. Me, yeah, I like engravings, but this doesn't bother me much, guys. What I really care about is the performance of an atomizer, but I really feel like I need to bring this to your guys' attention, so you know, okay? Just a hair crooked. Hopefully that's coming into play for you guys. Okay. Cool, man. Okay, you're gonna notice here 2 holes here. Okay, that's part of your airflow. Alright, let me pull up this drip tip. I'm actually going to add it to the atomizer here. Okay, this is gonna act as heat dispersion here, guys. Okay, it's gonna act as almost an insulator to keep the heat down on your drip tips. Okay, as well as another thing. Okay, let's go ahead and just pulls right off the top. Okay, like a TOBH or Halo. Okay, you guys get that. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Okay, here's the top cap. Now, you see these air holes. These actually these are adjustable airflow as well. Okay, by way of this drip tip, this Delrin insulator. Notice they have it kind of concaved as well, guys, which is a great touch, by the way. Fantastic touch. See that? Conical shape in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to screw the drip tip. See that? Okay? And that's what that's going to do, is that's going to open up the opening and allow air to come through, okay? That's going to allow you to pull on this thing, right? But check this out. Let's go ahead and screw it all the way out, okay? Pops right out, done, okay? And what you're left with is this, okay? Pretty cool, right? Very innovative design, if you ask me. Let me go ahead and flip it over, and there you go. There's your air pockets there. Little air holes there. Now this is going to create a vacuum effect in your atomizer. The idea of drilling into your top cap has been around for actually quite a while. It's very popular with cloud chasers, okay? This is a really cool feature to have coming stock on an RDA. I'm very happy about that. Let me show you this bottom piece here, okay? Very nice big threading on this, okay? Everything came to me extremely clean, alright? You're gonna see little kind of feathery kind of Delrin pieces here, right? And again, okay, pull out the strip tip, just show you, okay? Standard 510 connection hole there, 510 hole, and comes around to the conical shape, okay? Go ahead and pop that back in. Now, let's talk about the teeth on this. Similar to a halo, right? This is how it's going to work. Single or dual coil air holes, okay? It's kind of like the V2i, right? The Stellar V2i, okay? You got 1, 2, 3 holes now, okay? Versus, same thing with this one. It's just teeth style, okay? 1, 2, and 3, okay? Very cool. And that's just going to help you adjust your airflow. Let's go ahead and pop this back in. Easy as can be. Threads are great. See that? I didn't have to try. Okay. We're back up. Now, this is all the way locked. Okay? These holes are closed off right now. Now, while you're in a session, you pop in your top cap. You just thread this down, and I usually thread it down until I feel resistance from it touching the posts, and then I just back it up like a turn, and then I vape it. Okay? And that's going to open it up. You're actually going to get your air coming in just off the sides of that Delrin. Okay. Hopefully you guys can get that in play. Hopefully that's really showing you guys what's going on. Single O-ring holding it on. Nice thin O-ring. Fits really well. Let me pop this off. Fits in here quite well actually. Okay. Boom. Okay. Everything very smooth to spin. There we go. We got it in dual. Spin it one more time. And we got it in single. Okay. Great tension on this, alright? Let me spin this around. Let me show you the air hole on this. These air pocket cyclops stuff, if you will. Hopefully you can get this in the shot. Notice how it's almost like a barbell. You guys see that? How it's kind of got a head at the end of the air on each side. See that? It's kind of like a little... See that? I'm going to hold it there for a second. Just spin it back and forth. And hopefully you guys can see that. Okay? Pretty slick. Now, I bet some of you are looking at this and wondering, what the hell is that? What is that, Trevor? That's yet another way of airflow coming in, guys. Okay? So you have 1, 2, and 3. And you're like, well, where are those? Right here, guys. Right there. Going right through your negative posts. Let's get into the deck, and we'll talk a little bit more about airflow later. Gold-plated. Okay? Gold-plated deck. What's that going to do? That's definitely really, really nice conductivity from the gold plating, guys. Okay, as you can see, let me get a little closer, because I know you guys want to see this, so I'm gonna get it up in here. Okay. Okay. You almost have that Helios design, but I want to be very clear. This is it's almost stubby, very stout, very pushed down. There's nothing tall about this atomizer. Let me pull it back away from the camera. See how stubby that is? See that? It's stubby, right? Absolutely gorgeous, man. Gorgeous, sexy, sexy, sexy Phillips head screws, guys. Look at those big old round, flat, huge heads on those things. Aren't they beautiful, man? Absolutely gorgeous. You're probably thinking, Trevor, why are you talking? Why are you saying Phillips head screws are sexy, man? Dude, when you build on your screws like we're going to today, what a dream it is, okay? Let me try and get this, okay, so there's your air hole, okay? And that's what like you saw those 3 holes right here. And we're gonna talk about this in just a second. The air hole goes right through the negative post. Okay, see that? See that? Hopefully you guys can get a look at that. There we go. Okay, just one on each side. So you're getting air from behind the coil, right? It's gonna come up and just kind of trickle up through between these posts here. Okay, and when we build it, I'm going to show you exactly what I do with that. You get airflow from the front of the coils, from the side of the coils, and then a vacuum effect from the top. Okay, dual O-ring design on the bottom. Okay, and 510 connection pokes out quite a ways. Okay, now this is removable. Let's see if I got a flathead on you guys. I do. You can take this. Okay. Take this off. There's a little pin, okay, and that's gold plated as well. Get that to focus for you guys. There we go. Okay, gold plated as well. Threads right into the bottom here. Okay. This can be turned. Your center post can be turned and moved for different kinds of builds. How cool is that? Now, I called Kidney Puncher because I couldn't find a number for Aether Tech. I wanted to call him and ask him about this gold plating, and I know it's conductive, but I wanted to ask him, because I've heard that it's actually good for heat as well. It absorbs heat really well. I called to find out about that. They didn't have much to say about it. They just said, it's just for conductivity. I'd like to know, guys, have you guys heard anything like that? Or, let me know, man. Because this thing's pretty hard to get hot. It's an extremely cool atomizer. The post deck holes, or the post holes, I should say, they say it can fit 4 strands of 22 gauge Canthal. They're pretty good size, I must say. Let's go ahead and grab let's head and pull off these screws. We'll open up the post holes completely, and I'll really let you guys get a good look at that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Get a focus there. There we go. Okay. Nice and big, right? The gold plating on this is very well done. There is one minor, see that? Right there? That's the only minor glitch I have on my atomizer. That little scuff. Okay. Looks like they maybe took a burr off or something. Very, very well made. The block, the center block, if you will. Look at all those rounded edges on it. There's no edge on anything. See that? Everything's got a nice angle to it. Isn't that beautiful, man? You can just see a lot of work just went into that center post itself. Okay. Now, with when you look at it from this angle, check that out, guys. Isn't that wild? Boom, right? Very easy to build. You have 2 different sets. Each coil has its own particular spot. Okay, has its own designated air hole or eyelet, which is nice. So you're probably wondering how we're going to center post build this. I've been liking it, so I think that's what we'll do. Let's have a vape real quick. See if I'm on here. Once again, I don't believe I showed you the inside of this. Let me get this up here and show you guys. Okay, there's the inside. Let me show you that logo one more time. Okay, there's that air slot, and there's your 3 holes. Now you're gonna notice with this, if you're gonna try and optimize every air hole, okay, you kind of have to put on your top cap and kind of visualize where you're gonna put your coil. Okay, so if I'm gonna use this far left air hole, okay, when I match it up down here on the bottom, okay, my coil needs to be to maximize this airflow, this air channel needs to be aimed at my coil. So when I put it on there, just kind of gauge where I want my coil, right? See that? That's kind of a good tip on this atomizer, because you don't want to get on here, build it like you normally do, put on your cap and just realize you're not even going to get that airflow on the bottom, okay? And like I said, I'm going to maximize my airflow, so we're going to try and go dead center on this, which will be right. Missed it. The O-rings on the bottom, not the best I've ever had, but definitely not the worst I've ever had either, okay? So there we go, dead center, okay? And that's where we're going to aim it, dead center, okay? That's going to give you the airflow from the sides, from behind that, okay? And in the front. Also, pop this out. What I wanted to say was the negative posts on this are all one piece, just like the TOBH is. See that? See how it's all just one piece on there? Isn't that beautiful, guys? I'm in love with this thing. You know, and those of you who follow me for a long time know that you know, there's a few that I love, but this is an amazing atomizer. It's been nothing but a treat to build, I'll tell you. It's a lot of fun. We're going to do more builds in the future. Today we're just going to keep it real simple. Okay? But in the future we're going to do different videos for different builds on this, because I'm going to be playing with that center T. I'm going to rotate that T, and we're going to do some really cool builds in this. 24 gauge Canthal. Okay, we're going to do 24 gauge Canthal. We're going to do 6 wraps. Okay, microcoil style. Let me tool. Okay, cut this in half. Okay, now I have a 2mm micro screwdriver here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, I'll show you when I'm done doing the coil. I'll show you guys the finished product here. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and leave my leads extra long, as always. Okay, so there's one. And I'm going to try, like I said, leave the leads a little long, like on this one here. You can see they're quite long, okay? That's just going to help you kind of, you know, build with it, you know, kind of give you a lot more wire to grab onto, if you will. I hope you guys have been doing good, man. This has been a while. Happy to be back. I just noticed that people are really wanting a video on this. So I thought we'd just go ahead and fast track it. Okay? So here's the second one. Just like the first one, identical in every way. You're going to see a little space in there. We're going to fix that in a minute. Now, I have my hole, my screws lifted up just barely. Okay? Cool. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to place one coil behind this screw and one coil. Put this on so I can show you guys a little better here. Okay. Do you see how I'm doing that? I'm going to put in one lead behind this screw and then one behind the negative. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it just where I want it. Okay. A pretty good gap in there. Okay. Pretty decent gap. And I'll show you after I wind this. I'm going to wind that around and then I'm just going to fasten down that negative. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, with the 4 screws, I can go ahead and fasten this one down as well. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and clip that. Okay. And I want you guys to see that I left a little bit of a space there. See that gap in that? Okay, but we're pretty center. Like I said, don't wreck your brain on this one, guys. When you're building it, like I said, we can always move that coil. Okay, so if it's not perfectly centered, don't freak out about it, because we can totally get it. Okay, we can fix all that. Again, I'm going to place it back on whatever you want it on, okay? And I'm gonna repeat, okay? Gonna get that in just like that, okay? Tight fits kind of right there, not bad though. And like I said, I'm gonna leave a little gap. Go around, okay? Scoot that over in the camera and tighten down. Okay. And again, right around the screw. Okay, I'm gonna go around, okay? Just to about the very front of it. Hopefully I can get around that other. Aha! That's blocking it right in there. Let me go ahead. There's a little, that end. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this up just a hair. Okay, so I can get this around that other. Okay. Don't worry guys, we're all good. I'm just gonna go ahead and move this. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab some tweezers so I can get that screw out, because I dropped it right here.
Ralphie's dead. Well, he said you shot your dog because you knew you weren't coming back.
He said that, huh?
Let's try that one more time. Okay, no need to worry. Just around to the front and then straight up in the air. We'll go ahead and tighten that down as well. Put that big block on there. Definitely makes things really easy for trapping that wire. Let me go ahead, clip this. And I'm gonna go ahead and clip this one as well. Now I have, let me show you the build real quick. So let's see where we're at on this stage at least. Should be sitting somewhere around here, okay? Everything's pretty centered, but there's a gap. But do you guys see right there? Wait, right there. See that little, right here? Right there? Yeah, I need to bend that back, okay? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Make sure we're all good. Good. Now, I want you guys to notice something. Let me grab my dental pick out. Okay. I want you guys to notice something. Do you see how this right here, see how that wire's touching the block? I'm just gonna pull that off of there, okay? Very simply done by simply taking my pick and just put it in there and just sliding it up. Just like that, no problem, okay? I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And just sliding it up. Just take your time, good. Good. Okay, now we're all set. There's the final build right there. Now, let's measure it. Okay, 0.14. Okay. Now you're seeing these numbers jump, right? This is a USA ohm meter. Okay. These guys are great. If you guys are into sub-ohm building, which I know a lot of you are, okay, you want something deadly accurate, this is the ohm meter, guys. Now you're seeing this number jump here. Okay, we've talked about this in the past. I contacted them and asked them, this doesn't stop jumping. He says, this is the ohm meter refreshing, okay? If there was indeed a short, you would get no data whatsoever, okay? 0.14 ohms right here, okay? We have a Sony VTC5 we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and set our coils. Yo, I think we'll do the V2i next, guys. Very cool Addy. Very cool Addy. Okay, now with the gold plating on the 510 connection there, the threads. At first it was a little, but that's just because of the plating, guys. But now it's buttery. I mean, literally, it's Crisco. Really nice.
Never. You're never gonna stop looking.
Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead we're gonna go ahead and pulse the coils, and we're gonna get them all nice and glowing. Okay, so I'm gonna push it against the table. Okay, I'm just pulsing. Pinch.
Swagger?
Right.
Okay, pinch. Okay, slight pinch.
The gun Donnie learned to hunt with when he was a kid. I ain't much, but
Okay, I'm gonna hold that because this one's pretty ugly looking. And I don't like the spacing on it as well. I want them evenly spaced. It's not bad, but
Why'd you go? Like I to see you.
do a little adjusting here, guys. And I'm just sticking this back in. Really, I'm just kind of... There we go. That's more like it. Okay, and I'm just literally just kind of... I need to
Okay.
Yeah, that one's a little... Okay. I want them the same height as well. Okay, as close as I can get it. Okay. So they're the same height, pretty much. They're pretty accurate. Let's fire again. Yeah, that's much better. Much better reaction time. Okay, pinch. Just gently, guys. Literally watch. Like I'll fire it, and I'll just go pinch. Barely. Pinch. Not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Good. So that's it, guys. Okay, now
Don't you try and take that away from him.
we need to wick it.
Exactly what he was doing when he enlisted.
Okay,
He knew exactly
got some
what he was doing when he enrolled in Scout
cellucott in here, aka rayon.
He did.
100% rayon. Heard this stuff's awesome. Let's find out.
I'm sorry, I tried.
Let's find out. This is my first time using it, guys. Let's find out together. Wow. Feels kind of nice. Feels kind of nice indeed. Okay. So I went ahead and threaded that one. I'm gonna go ahead and thread another one as well. This stuff is so weird. Okay, and I'm just gonna thread this one in as well. You can get this cellucotton at Sally's Beauty Supplies, where I got mine. I believe rayon is
What's your most favorite of all?
looks like I got a little too much there.
Me too.
I believe it's silk. Pull this off.
It was a mystery to me. I found out that connected to
Okay.
our muscles are nerves that send messages.
Like I said, bear with me. First time using it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now I have it wicked. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and trim it right to the base, just barely outside of the base. Okay.
Is not for everyone. It may cause serious allergic reactions or
And I'll show you this when I'm done as well.
right away if you have these new or worsening depression or unusual changes in
Sucked.
behavior or swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives.
This is really fluffy stuff. Wow.
Blurry vision, muscle pain with fever or tired feeling.
It's gonna be stuck all to me all over the place. Holy crap. Okay. This one's a little longer than I'd like. So I'm just gonna come through and kind of trim that up. That's still a little long. And then we can go ahead and, yep, good. Okay. That's what I'm looking at. And get rid of that as well.
The Lyrica Copay Savings Program, where eligible patients pay no more than $25 a month. Visit Lyrica.com for more information.
There we go.
I'm
Now I'm gonna take my pick and you know, some tweezers or something, and I'm just going to drag it underneath, okay, and just get it in there, just like that. I might use some tweezers, it might be a little better. This is my first time using this. I may be using too much, I may be using too little, I don't know. But after I get it wet, I have a feeling I'll be able to form it quite a bit more. I've been hearing about this stuff, and the amount of juice it can hold is, from what I understand, is pretty insane. Okay, so I have it pretty well whipped here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get it wet, because I have a feeling I'm going to need to,
The American Liver Foundation invites you to this year's Liver Life Walk.
okay, I don't know, seems pretty absorbed, like it absorbs quite a bit there. Seems kind of slow at first, but that's okay. Put a little on there, let it soak in. Try and keep this in the camera. Now, my experiences with the Plume Veil have been nothing but great, guys. Literally, it's been an absolute pleasure to vape. Okay, now I got a little juice on there. I'm gonna see if I can't somehow. There we go. Form that just a little better. So the goal is, now remember we talked about that these side air holes here, right? I want those air holes to have no restriction on them, okay? So we're going to keep cotton out of there. We're going to keep as much as we possibly can, okay? I want a clear shot for that air hole to perform. Okay, so I'm going to take my pick. I'm just going to pull that away. I'm just pulling that cotton back towards the front. Good. Okay. See how that one's kind of... Okay. That's all I'm doing here. Wow, this thing takes a lot of juice, man. Okay. Cool, so we're pretty well juicy here. It seemed as though that cellular cotton quite well rayon. I'm gonna call it rayon from now on, guys. It seems like it's settled down quite a bit. It's really starting to feel a little bit like cotton now. Actually, quite a bit like cotton. Focus, baby. Give me a focus. And there we go. Okay, so there's a total build, guys. Cool. Let's go ahead and let's dry fire it. Actually, we can take it up top now. Jeez, I should have taken that up top a long time ago, man. You guys don't want to watch me wick up a atomizer. Right? Right? Good. Let's... Wow. Wow. Excellent. Performing excellent. We know that both coils are lighting up evenly at the same time. We are nice and wicked. Now, instead of lining up, you know how you usually line up with your coil and you put it down? If you're trying to maximize this side air port, right, you want to line it up with this, okay? I'm going to use these as the reference, okay? So I want them dead center here. And we'll see how good we did. Okay. Okay, so now we're all lined up on the side there. There we go. Okay, you can see all the way through to the post, which is good. That means we got cotton out of there. Okay, and on top, yeah, we're right on the money. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Next up, top cap, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and close off the vacuum, okay, air holes. I'm gonna line up with my dual. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, got both air holes open. Now I'm gonna go ahead and thread this down. just gonna go ahead and spin this down until I feel a little resistance. Right there, and I'm gonna back it off just a little bit. So now I know that everything's open now, okay? And I'm gonna be able to maximize all that airflow. Let me move some tools out of my way, and I'll give you guys a good look on the device, how it looks. Okay, I'll actually leave my pick out because I might end up using that. Had a light go out today, guys, so sorry if it's a little gloomy, but there it is, guys. What do you think? Not bad, right? Pretty slick, man. It's a slick little device. It is absolutely gorgeous on there. Okay. Drip tip, Ninja Mods, AFC version 2. Let's go ahead and hit this thing. That's what we're all waiting for, right? Wow. First thing you're gonna say to yourself, like, first thing I said to myself when I hit this was finally an RDA that came with everything, damn near everything that you could ever want. If you, this can take all sorts of wires, guys. Like I said, 22s, there's a lot of airflow. Could the vacuum air holes be a little bigger? Maybe, dude, maybe, but fantastic atomizer. Oh. As you can see, fogging this place up, man. In case you're wondering about the rayon, I'm getting great flavor off this stuff, man. Wow, it's really clean. As you can see, hopefully you can see, performing excellent. We did a really good job, you know, working on those coils, right? We do this together. We took our time, we made sure everything was nice and tight. They were the same height, they were glowing nice and crisp at the same time. Nonetheless, man, this thing is, this is a great build for this atomizer. Like I said, we're gonna do some more videos coming up in the future, guys. We're gonna be, building this all sorts of different ways. I recommend this atomizer highly. It's a fantastic product. Tons and tons of options on here. The ability to adjust. I mean, literally, if you think about it, you're almost adjusting your chamber. You can adjust the reduction of your chamber if you think about it. I was thinking about it. The ease of build on this is out of this world. If you ever built a Helios or something similar to the Helios, you know exactly what I'm talking about, guys. It's super, super easy. I've built this so many different ways, it's not even funny. The center post with the 24 gauge 6 wraps is a fantastic build for this. I feel, at least. Damn good flavor. And I'm kind of going to go in with my pick. I'm just going to make sure, yeah, we're good. I just want to make sure, again, there's no cotton obstructing those side air holes. Now, speaking of the side air holes, people are probably looking at this wondering, it's going to leak like crazy. I've not had one leak problem with this. Not one. It just doesn't leak out of it. I haven't had it happen yet. I will definitely keep you guys updated on that if it does, okay? Thick, luscious vapor. Hopefully you guys got a good look at this atomizer. I know a lot of people are really excited for this one. Thank you so much for watching, man. Shout out to all of you guys, man. You guys are we're like a huge family here, right? We got that contest coming up. I plan on doing it around the 30th, okay? I got some really cool stuff coming out from the Vaping Walrus. Fantastic stuff from the Vaping Walrus. Great company. We're going to be talking about some atomizers. I got some really good stuff for you guys. Now, the Hannah. Okay, this is not a Chana. Chana? Is that what they call it? This is not a clone. This is a real. This is a V3 pack, full version. I don't know if I'm gonna review that. If you guys would like to see a review on that, I could totally do it. But I wasn't planning on it. Let me know down below. If you have any questions for me at all, feel free to email me tjvapingreviews@aol.com. Please use it. That's what it's there for, guys. If you're a vendor, you want me to review some of your products or whatever, go ahead and hit me up, man. Let's talk about that. And like I said, if you have any kind of vaping questions or just questions in general, that's what it's there for you guys to use. Or simply comment down below. I try to get back to everybody the best I can. Yeah, man. So hopefully you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's been a while. I'm really happy, really stoked to be back and vape with you guys. Let's end this in classic form, man. Classic. We'll see.